Papa Children's Excel here. So today in this video, it's going to be very exciting. I'm going to teach you about index and match. Okay, so I'm sure some of you have heard of index and match, but what is the difference between this and VLOOKUP? Okay, so in the previous video, we talked about VLOOKUP, right? Let's recap a little bit. So in VLOOKUP, in this table, what we did was we got all the appearances and goals by doing a VLOOKUP, okay, of this table over here, this table. So we got a start, sub, total appearances and goals from this table by looking up the first column, which is the name, and taking the corresponding columns, the data that we want, right? So what is the difference? Because VLOOKUP only looks at the first column. Okay, you look at the first column and take reference from the right only. Okay, but if your name is not on the first column, it's on the second column or on the last column or whatever, okay, apart from the first column, then you won't be able to do a VLOOKUP. Okay, but there's a work around this. Okay, there's a workaround, but it's not a ideal choice. Okay, so you can see that for VLOOKUP, right, this is the first argument is the lookup value, and then this is a table array, so it will just look up anything on the right. Okay, so if we have the names on the right, okay, we can't do a VLOOKUP. Okay, so if you want the start or sub appearances, okay, for this TickSmith, you won't be able to use VLOOKUP. Okay, we need to use index and match. Okay, which the formula is a bit more complicated, but it's more versatile and more dynamic. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive right in. So what is the meaning of index and match? Okay, as it sounds, right, index, it returns a position. Okay, again, index, okay, from the word itself, it returns a position. Match means, okay, index doesn't return a position. Index returns a value based on the position. For match, you will return a value. Okay, you return a value. Okay, so this is what we want. Let's look at the first row. Okay, first row, Ryan Giggs, right? Okay, first row we have Ryan Giggs. We want to find out the appearances and the goals. Okay, so let's try from index first, because we are going to nest match function in index function. Okay, so how do we use index? Okay, so equals to index. Let's look at the function arguments, the argument. Okay, so usually we will select the array, the first one, the array one. The second one is a multiple of arrays, more than one array. Okay, so this is the array that we want. Array means the table, okay, the whole table, right? The row number and the column number. Okay, so it will return the value, right? So what is the row number and column number? Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so we are going to use this table over here. Use this table. Okay, so let's go to Ryan Giggs. Okay, now Ryan Giggs is on row 156. Okay, row 156, and the start appearance is the data that we want is 802 on row D. So it's row 156 and row 156 and column 4. Column D is column 4. Okay, so we just type equals to index. Okay, we just type equals to index, right? Index what? Index, okay, this table. So I have actually named this table. Okay, and what's the row number? 156. 156. The column number is 4. So we are looking for 802, right? Okay, so you give 802, which is correct. But we want to do it for every cell over here. Okay, because we want Excel to do the work for us. Okay, so remember, we need to get 156 over here, and we need to get 4 over here. Okay, so how do we do this? All right. Okay, so the table that you want to use over here, that we want to get the data over here, you must name it properly. Okay, so what do I mean? Okay, so firstly we want row, right? Row means we want to find where Ryan Giggs is located in this table. We want to find where Ryan Giggs is located in this table. Okay, so Ryan Giggs is located on row 156 over here. Okay, this is what we want to achieve. We want to get 156, right? And we also want to get the column for start appearances over here, which is column 4. Column 4, okay? So we need to match two things. We need to match his name for row 156 and start appearances for column 4. Okay, so this is how we do. So for row, we want to match the name. Right, we want to match the name. As for the column, we want to match the start. Okay, so this is how we match the row. Okay, so if that equals to match, so the lookup value is the name. We want to find where Ryan Giggs is, right? So we need to provide the argument with the name. Okay, and a lookup array, meaning the column. Okay, we want to find out where Ryan Giggs is. Where Ryan Giggs is in for this column over here. Okay, for this column name. Okay. And the last argument is we want an exact match. Exact match. Alright, so we have it. 156. Okay. But just something to take note is that we might want to make an absolute reference over here. It's better to make an absolute reference for the column, because you're just going to look up names, right? For all the fields over here, you need to look up the names. Okay, so we fix the name column. Sorry. Okay. As for the column, we want to search for start appearances. We want to search for this. Okay. So what do we do? That equals to match, right? So we want to look up start appearances. Okay. And shall we give it a absolute reference for this as well? Should we type absolute reference for column D? Okay, probably not. Okay, probably not now. We shall see later. Okay. The lookup array is this. Now the lookup array is this. Okay, because we want to find which column, right? Which column for this row over here, which column it should appear in column 4. Okay, so now let's give it a exact match over here. Okay, so this is column 4, so we got the results, right? Okay, we got the results. So now we want to replace 156 by this and 4 by this. Okay, so how do we do? Similarly, just copy the formula over here, copy without equal sign. Okay, copy over here and replace 156 by the. Okay, that's the first step. And we do the same for column. Alright, and then we have it. Okay, so we just have to copy. Okay, so this is what you do if you're unsure. Okay, if you're unsure, you don't need, you can just do somewhere else first, then you import the formula. Okay, you just do somewhere, copy the whole thing and paste. Okay, so there you have it. You have 802, right? Okay, now let's do it for sub appearances and total appearances. So what happens if you copy and paste? Will it give you the correct value for sub appearances? No, it won't give you. Okay, so what happens over here? So we have to take a look. Okay, this is fixed because this is name range. Name range is absolute. Okay, now so we have this, right? A6. We want to fix want to fix? We want to fix A, okay? Because when you copy over, it becomes B. Okay, we want to fix the name. Okay, and we have this as this we fixed already. We have fixed the name column. Okay, what about this? Okay, should we fix D? No, we shouldn't. If you fix D, then when we copy the formula over here, you will still use start appearances instead of sub appearances. Okay, so what we do is we fix 5. Okay, we fix 5. We fix the row. Okay, now we are going to fix the row. We're not going to fix the column. Okay, and what about this? We should fix this as well, right? Okay, fix this. But should we fix the row or the column? We should fix the row. Okay, we should fix this. Why? Because we are okay. Later we go back and see. Okay, so this argument over here, okay, is referring to this. Right, we want to fix this at row 1. Okay, so there we have it. Now we can just copy, and you have the answers. Correct? Okay, so where went wrong? Okay, something is wrong over here, right? So where went wrong? Okay, so what happened is is using sub appearances. It should be 161 over here, right? Okay, so where went wrong? This is correct. Column H0 match. This is correct. Okay, E5 over here is still taking the column 4, right? Okay, so let's check it out. Let's troubleshoot over here. Okay, let's copy this out. It's still showing column 4. So what happened over here? B to I. A1 fix. Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay, so we need to fix this as well. Okay, we need to fix. Sorry, we need to fix this. Putting a $sign. Okay. No, we should go back to the original formula and fix the $sign. Right. Okay. So this looks good. Okay, and then now we can copy. Yep, so this is what we want, right? This is what we want. So we have 802.161.963.168, right? So this is what we want. So whenever you encounter things like this in your formula, you just have to troubleshoot by looking at the sub formula, the nested formula that you think is wrong, and just copy out. Okay. Okay. So that's it for index and match. Is actually very useful. Okay, I wish I ignore the error over here first. Okay, okay. So just recap. Okay, we are using match function nested inside index. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. Hope you like this video, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, below. Okay, this is Papa J Learns Excel. See you again. See you next video. Bye.